Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will learn how to create a SharePoint site and understand the differences between a team site and a communication site. So this video is perfect for beginners and anyone who wants to build intranet or collaboration site using SharePoint. So let's understand what is SharePoint site. So a SharePoint site is a centralized place where teams and organizations can store, manage and share information. You can use SharePoint site for collaboration and document management, intranet portals and knowledge sharing. How to create a SharePoint site? We'll try understanding how we can create a new SharePoint site from your tenant. First log into that Office 365. So you can see that Office 365 and we have an apps here. When we click on apps, you can see that SharePoint apps here. While clicking on the SharePoint app, so you are moving to that SharePoint dashboard page for your tenant. So here we have an option called creating a SharePoint. So to create a SharePoint site, so we need to go to that Microsoft 365 and there we can select open the SharePoint and we can click on a create site here, right? So SharePoint, like when we click on this, the SharePoint will ask you to choose between two templates. One is going to be team site or communication site. So I'm just clicking here. You see that? So this is going to be, one is a team site, another one is going to be communication site. So let's understand the differences between team site and communication site, and so maybe you can choose the right one while creating a site here. So the team site, so when we go and select, maybe if you select the team site is used for collaboration. It is best for group of people who work together on a daily basis. All members can create, edit and share the content. Team sites are automatically connected to the Microsoft Teams. See, when we are going to be creating a team site, automatically Teams channel will be created, and when you create a Teams channel also it's create a SharePoint team site. It's vice versa. So for team site creation, for example, we will create for team site project teams or development teams or department working areas. We can use to that. So and also like we can connect to the other Microsoft 365 apps or products. We can connect it from there. So there is a site owners and members to publish the content as well in this. So and coming to that communication site, the communication site, so like the site is used to share the information with a large audience. It is mainly read only for users and only site owners can publish the content. So communication sites are not connected to Teams by default, right? So for example, so you say you want to be create an intranet sites, the intranet home pages or knowledge portals where we can share that knowledge to the like employees in the organization, and HR wants to be publish some policies, HR policies, any organization policies. So that means the employees is only users to be read here. There is no intent to be change any content and all the things. So that means the owners can be publish the content, and the users can read the content for like any portals, the policies or announcements, right? So we can create this communication sites, so like engaging that uh, like different users as well, and there will be like thousands of viewers will be coming into that in this. So if that we can decide like which site you can choose for your uh, business requirement. Based on that we can select team site or communication site. So let's say for example I'm just going to be, I want to create a team site. When we click on the team site, there is a multiple templates are available. So we have, so from the Microsoft, from your organization. So right now in my tenant there is no any existing templates created and published from our side, but from Microsoft we have a couple of templates are available. You can choose which one it is going to be supported for quick implementation of your site. You see there is a different like, so employee onboarding team. That means this template can help and have a predefined functionality of so the new employees can be used to that an onboarding process, and it is complete onboarding process may be already inbuilt with this in uh, this template. And if you want to be this type of similar site, you just select and create it. And if you see that event planning, so this is also one of the template. I'm just giving an example of what we have on, there is so many templates. So this is used for coordinate and plan events details with your teams actually. Similar to that there is a multiple templates are there, or else you can create and you can publish also in the your, so whatever published templates will be coming into that in this tab from your organization, right? So let's say I'm just going to be selecting event planning. So this is a template you can see once again for the preview. So this is looks like this, and the capabilities also mentioned here. So we can manage event coordination details and track published dates using the content schedule and list template with the automation features and so on. See there is a couple of things. So here there is a couple of what is that included. The home page is there as you are looking into that, and you can modify later as well. Additional pages and list, the page template, and so also like there are integrations with Power Automate, right? So we can use this template, and it is asking to that, so name, I can say I will give you a name and then I will create that. So I just give that ABC events, and site description you can manage to that. So manage events, and this is the email address and this is the site address. So this is required whenever you are going to be used for um, so your site. So this URL is required for accessing the site after whatever you have once we have created actually. So let's see, everything is fine, like ABC events and site description I have given that, and group email address is like this, and site address is this. We can click on next, and you see that privacy settings, only members can access this site, are public, anyone in the organization can access this site. So we are, as we are creating a team site, it is specific to the team. That is the reason by default selected as private. Or your entire organization as a team, if you want to publish it, you can select public. So now I'm going with the private, and language is going to be English. So here it will be supported so many languages, so you can choose which one. The site will be available with this particular language to be used into that throughout the site. So let me go and create it now. So if you want to be add members, if you have any other members are available, you just add the members. Let's say I'm going to be adding into that member. So there is one member in that. So I'm just adding into that. You can add multiple members here, and then so we can, once it is applying the template, so we can finish this. So let it complete this. Yeah, so now one member is there, and also you are also member of the site again. So this means like we are adding that owners here, site owners and members. So let's click on finish. Yeah, this is what your team site is created, and there is a predefined features are available as we selected in the event template. You see, we have seen that same preview while selecting the template, that is all there, and there is a navigations also in the left hand side. We can navigate to that which site you want to be, which page or which like library you want to be, and all the navigations will be there, so that we can choose and then we can see that. So now we are created the team site here. So let's look into that communication side. I hope you guys understand how we can create a team site. So I'm trying to say back again, we can go to that Office 365 and go to the apps, and apps we have a SharePoint site, the SharePoint, and SharePoint app opens that SharePoint dashboard page. In that we have a create site. Once you can create a site, it will ask you the two types of sites, like one is going to be team site and then communication site. So once we go to that team site, and then we can choose the template. In the template we can mention that what is the name of that site name, and automatically populate that site URL, and then the group name, group email, and then we can click on next. Then it's going to be like asking to that adding the members. Once you added, you can finish that, then it will be created a site actually. And next actually we can see that communication site here. This is a communication site, as we already discussed about the differences between team site and communication site. Now I'm going to be communication site. Here also you see that there is a multiple templates. It's related to communication site, and there is a couple of templates are available. You can use which communication template will be suit for your business requirement. You want to be department, you want to be crisis management, standard communication, these are default templates are available in Microsoft. So now we can go to that standard communication. So I will click on this, and you see that preview again. This is how it looks like, and that what should be included, it's a home page is included. So if you want to preview site also, we can preview it here like this. And so this is how it looks like this. And if you go back, so and then use this template, and give the name. So ABC communication, and here give that standard site, and site address is this. Click on next and you select the language and create a site. So now it is creating a communication site, and after that, so we can go and see that what is that home page by default is available here, and so you can go and implement your functionality as required for your business requirement. So I think so how we can create a communication site and team site we understand. That's all for this video. So if you found it useful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we will explore list and libraries. Thanks for watching.